and welcome to Mad Dog Goes Racing and another look in AMS2 to have a look at the latest update to see what it brought. The answer is not as much as you'd hope, but we'll still have a look. The last update I did, I think, was to 1.2.3, so we'll have a quick look at the 1.2.4.4 changelog as well, which wasn't that long. So, general fixed an issue that would lead to blown engines and seemingly random pit lane speeding penalties when using real weather and a time date close to the edge of the available range of dates. Physics, minor tread adjustments to the Formula V10 Gen 1, Formula Classic Gen 1 and Gen 3, further minor crankshaft mass adjustments. BMW 2002 Turbo, minor differential adjustments, Formula Classic Gen 1, slightly increased default preload, slightly adjusted diffuser centre of pressure, increased default turbo boost from 60 to 80%. AI fixed an issue that could lead to AI unnecessarily lifting on straights with shallow curves when track is wet or tyres are worn. Fixed an issue that would lead to AI having different potential ability depending on if a session started wet or dry. Formula Classic All Gens AI calibration pass. Audio, BMW 2002 Turbo, further general updates. Tracks, Velocita, updated track to latest references, including revised T2 runoff and green painted curb extensions. Vehicles, Corvette C3 fixed wiper cleaning issue. Now, the latest update, which is 1.2.5.0. General, fixed incorrect environment values on session results screen, updated recent historic weather data for all other locations. UI and HUD made ICM value adjustment inputs continuous. Hooray! Explicitly display no when a vehicle has no factory fitted electronic aids. Removed sync to race weather progression, replaced with real time as default option in test day. Changed replay fast forward rewind speed steps and added UI indicator of current speed. Hooray! You can now fast forward and fast reverse a bit faster. We'll probably have a look at that in a minute. Added on-screen message when mandatory pit window opens. Fixed incorrect weather dates used for custom championship pre-race sessions. Physics, minor tyre tread adjustments to Porsche Cup, Formula Classics Gen 1 and 2, Formula V10 Gen 1, Formula Reza Opel, stop scrolling, Opala 1986, Omega 1999 stock cars. Further crankshaft mass fine tuning to Group C, Formula Classic All Gens, Formula V12, Formula V10, Formula Reza. Further revised slick tread sensitivities to water to minimise chances of tyres becoming unusable past a certain threshold of saturation. I thought they should become unusable after a certain threshold, but unusable and impossible aren't always the same thing, are they? Minor adjustments to diffuser centre of pressure in all Formula Classics, Formula V10 Gen 1 and McLaren MP412. Group C, minor adjustments to default diff coast ramps on both cars. Fixed Sauber C9 clutch slipping on upshifts. AI fixed an issue that could lead to the AI lifting straights for very tiny invisible amounts of surface water. Adjusted AI puddle lifting logic to better account for puddle depth. Fixed an issue where some vehicles wouldn't receive blue flags in some specific places, Caribida main straight for example. Fixed some AI vehicles would enter hot lap behaviour as soon as they left pits in quali practice instead of entering out lap behaviour. Made AI work harder to avoid the passing cars lane under blue flag conditions. Increased distance AI cars under blue flag will factor cars behind to move out of the way. Velocita AI tweaks, less apex grass trimming and sausage surfing. I can just see Charger laughing his head off at this point. Mr. Sausage Surfer himself. Tracks, Velocita, fixed hole in grass, uneven terrain under garage tents leading to cars. Cleaned up garage positions. Spa 1983, revised track cut limits at bus stop chicane. Removed grass crete at second apex. Long Beach, added a new CSM wall, fixed sidewalk curve at pit lane exit causing strange collision. Snetterden, a fixed strange pit wall collision. TSO Lod Pass. Just thinking what TSO stands for, my brain's gone that, fuck it, blank. Reduced Armco shimmering, enabled start lights. Brands Hatch, fixed strange pit wall collision. Fixed latitude and longitude of Northcliffe and Lodrina, resulting in slightly inaccurate real weather data. Vehicles, BMW M3 E30, fixed internal windscreen banner for cars 57 and 58. Metal Moro MRX P4 added 6 new liveries. As you can see, there's no new content. It's more of a sort of general tidy up and housekeeping type update. There should be some more information. Excuse me whilst I'm looking down here whilst talking. And there should be some more updates on what's coming out next in the way of additional content sometime, hopefully this week. In fact, knowing my bloody luck, they'll have probably dropped it whilst I'm in the middle of recording this. So, now, a couple of things. What would I say we would possibly have a look at? I was just... oh yeah, ICM value adjustment inputs. Now basically before you had to go click on the ICM, now it should just scroll across. I don't know how fast or slow it is and whether or not it's too ridiculously fast. I think actually when you press and hold and it goes whizzing on is actually worse than having to go click in some cases. And the other thing was what was it? Oh yeah, replay speed. The replays now, I think previously it was 2, 3 and 5 times fast forward. I'll just find a replay if I'm one that isn't the Northcliffe or anywhere. What the hell, doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, previously there were 2 times. Was it 1.5 times? 3 to 5 times. 5 times. Now it goes 2, 5 and 10 as you go through the clicking. There is an instance where it isn't strictly true, which I will mention in a second. When still doing that occasionally. So at the moment it says playback real time, and if I click on here, it'll go 2 times, and then it'll go 5 times. And it'll go like the club as a hell at 10 times. Oh, yep, somebody spun in front of me. It wasn't my fault, But if you have a Xbox controller and you use the triggers, you find your maximum still 3 times. So I don't know whether they just didn't think about that one or what, but yeah, it could do with obviously you've got much more fine-grained control on how fast or slow it goes. In fact, you can play a tune on it if you're really good. But yeah, that definitely needs a little something to get that to be a bit better. Also, it'd be nice if I could remember if there was a button that actually allows you to get the hell out of here without... I don't think there is. Yeah. I think you actually have to physically go over here and click on that to get out of it. So yeah, there's take you less time to fast forward through your replays now, so that's good. I would just delete that because I don't need 2 copies of that. Probably didn't need the 1 copy. I can't even remember why I say that. I was going to look at something and I've forgotten all about it. Whatever. Right, yeah, I think what we do is, as I said the other week, I haven't had a look at the AI lately. Most of what I do is either driving around by myself, playing with myself because I'm a wanker, or do multiplayer. So I don't actually do a lot of AI-based driving. Where should we go? What the hell, got 4 all day, won't it? Right, 4 laps, probably enough. Hopefully it won't take too long. Real time, well the slots, we'll have a little bit of cloud. Standing start, heavily rubbered, yeah, whatever. And we better have... That'll do. 110 and 50, whatever, and I'll shove myself in the middle. Now whether 110 and 50 is too much, too little, I don't know. I'm not actually going to worry too much about whether or not I get pushed to the back or hold my own, as they say. It's more a case of how are they reacting, and have a look to see whether or not they're doing anything particularly stupid. Now, hopefully, I've started up SimHub. If I remember to fire up the actual... No, I haven't, have I? Oh. I will just nip up here, press on this, and go overlay, fire up the old helicourser. Just get it out of the way. Alright, now I'm not going to bother too much. You probably can't see the helicourser because it's on a separate thing, so as it's not part of the game, I do use the helicourser and I slap it right in the middle of the screen sort of here, so I can actually see what the hell's going on around me. I find it much easier to do that than use the arrows for some reason. I don't know whether it's just because they're just too far down the bottom, sort of, and I'm not really seeing them, or whether they just confuse me. I don't know, but I never found them much cop. So, I have to say they get off the line really well now, which is more than they used to. I've got at least two on the inside. Oh, that was a bit squeezy, but I can't remember if they've adjusted the AI strength again. I think they were tweaking with them, so I might end up right at the back of the field at this rate. So car behind was having a bit of a look and a bit of a dive, but at the moment they seem to be behaving really nicely. So can I go around the outside of them without running out of track? I don't think I'm going to do that. No, not quite. Sorry, I've got my concentration face on, so... Do we get a run? Not really. There are one or two cars at the front there pulling out, having a look like they're having a look around other cars, so all looking quite nice the way they're spreading themselves out a little bit, and getting a bit of a drift on there. I have to say this car is so wonderfully controllable. It's still, I think, one of the best cars in the game, so I just got nudged by that Corvette behind it. Didn't quite get a good exit there. Certainly in terms of what the cars are doing, they seem to be behaving themselves quite nicely here. Nearly too much throttle. Still trying to get a good exit, and yes, I seem to be stuck in a bit of a no man's land here between the cars ahead and the car behind, but as always when it comes to racing, it's usually the first lap that's really the when everybody's nose to tail, the real shit can hit the fan. So I think in terms of that, we got away really well with it. Oh. Change of positions behind. Didn't quite see what happened there, but So busy watching the two cars. Whoop, that's my fault. Watching the two cars behind, I nearly ran out of road. Too much curb. See from the outside just how close they're getting. Sometimes the mirrors are a little bit deceptive. Oop, three wide. Well, I've only heard too many thumps and bumps, so it can't be too bad so far. He definitely had a bit of a lunge there, but backed out of it, which is good. Right, well, I don't bother with a cool down lap. I think I have to say that's seemed to go quite well. Plenty of close action. Really want to. Can I save the damn replay? My brain's going. Can I save the replay? Because I really want the whole replay, so skip the cool down lap. That's better. So I was just having a bit of a brain fart there. The car's getting close without being stupid, which is good. Seem to be able to go 2 or 3 wide without killing each other. Again, giving each other enough room without being stupid. I didn't feel like I got squeezed there either, so I just say I didn't do anything too stupid myself, which is always helpful. Some people seem to think that the AI will have some sort of supernatural powers. That was a bit of an oddity at the back there, but he did back out of it. That was, I don't know if you noticed the wheels on the car behind were doing this. It was a bit, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, well, I'm going to back out. All in all, that went quite well, considering I hadn't done any practice with the car on the track and anything else, and hadn't even tried the AI for several weeks. Probably a good 6 or 8 weeks since I last had an AI race, so I think that went quite well. The AI not trying to kill me and not doing anything particularly stupid, whilst battling each other and battling me as well. I mean, I did feel at one point I was a bit sort of stuck in no man's land, but I seem to do that a lot in real races with other people as well. So somehow get stuck in no man's land and they end up having a race with nobody anywhere near me. Oh, there might have been a slight touch there, but nothing that caused any issues. And without running the BMW and the Chevrolet, I couldn't tell you which one has an advantage where. They do seem to be quite well matched, which is good. Those AI are definitely having a bit of a ding dong, aren't they? Interesting that there's more action sort of side by side at the front, although there's a couple of cars that are moving out for potential overtaking manoeuvres at the back. Not to mention the two behind me who are obviously at each other's throats, giving it some. I think a little bit, either a bit more practice on my part or very minor change to the AI level, and I think they would have been able to have a go at the cars ahead a bit more. Didn't help I did that a couple of times. That was definitely my fault. Got myself a bit out of shape, so I ended up going a bit wide. There's still a very slight shudder occasionally on the cars on the replay. Not too bad, but it's pretty good. Two cars behind are definitely getting a bit close to each other. Ooh, how the hell did he avoid that? Went for the dive and then backed out at the very last second. Well, I have to say, they certainly look better than the last time I tried them, and definitely going in the right direction. I don't think there's too much more you could tweak to improve that, so... Shall I save it? Oh, what the hell, I'll just save it. Just for a laugh, I'll save it. So, yeah, definitely coming along very nicely there. Like I said, I did nothing other than just went choose a track, happened to be the car I already had selected, and go for it and see what happens. So yeah, very good, definitely coming along extremely nicely. So right, that'll do. Hopefully that's not too long a video. What's that, 20 odd minutes? Oh well, the waffle got the better of me. Yeah, it's that time of the year again, so don't forget, if you haven't already got one, don't forget to get yourself a puppy and give generously to all the help out all the people who feel ability to do what you want when it comes to sim racing, etc. So don't forget, pop your peel. If you can't get a 2021 badge like I've got, and you want one, you can always go to the Poppy shop online and get one there. £3. though I think I gave 10 quid for mine, so, because I'm a generous chap. So, from me for now, have fun, enjoy your racing, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.